campsite at Halloman Air Force Base on Lake Holloman, also called Raptor Lake if you look at the map. Free camping, super cool, and just 4 miles down the road is White Sands National Monument, which we're passing by right now. I actually came here a couple of days ago and did some touring. That was a lot of fun. Oh, we just passed the French family's RV in the parking lot there. They were there on Veterans Day when Tamara and I were as well, and we had all been camped at Lake Holloman the night before. So we saw them there on Veterans Day, and when they came back that evening, they said they hadn't come to dinner with us because we went into Alamogordo for dinner, and they hadn't come because somehow she had lost her phone, and when they found it after several hours of searching, it was broken and she'd lost all her pictures and everything. So yesterday she was going to get a new phone, and then they were going to go back to White Sands and try and get some more pictures there. But I can't imagine how big a loss that must be. They've been in the States for a couple of months already, so if they've lost all of their photos during that entire time, that would be pretty devastating. I'm hopeful that maybe they've been uploading to the cloud along the way, and so as a result only lost like the last day or so. I'm going to hope that's the case. So you can see some of the sand dunes off to the right. They're gypsum, and I don't have any idea how long they go on for, but except for that, this road is kind of boring and my windshield is really filthy, so you've probably got bug splats in the frame. We'll find out when I edit. I think we're getting close to the missile site where there's supposed to be a museum. No idea if it's open on Saturdays or not though, so we'll have to find out about that. Love the view of the mountains straight ahead of us. Really cool looking. And you know, I haven't mentioned it, but I'm really grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to do what I'm doing, but I'm also really grateful to each and every one of you who are watching the video, and maybe some of my other ones. And you know, those of you that leave comments, you know, we've had a lot of really encouraging comments come in, and I so appreciate that. It's going to take me a while to learn how to be able to do this more effectively. There's always a learning curve, but I love to learn things, so I'm looking forward to that opportunity as well. And if there's something you'd like to see in particular, or you've got a suggestion about how I could simply improve what I'm doing, I'd love to hear that too. As we're getting closer to these mountains, which are now on our left instead of straight ahead, you can see a whole lot more definition here. And we just passed a sign that says White Sands Missile Range 1 mile, so maybe that's the place that I actually want. Let's see if that's going to be it. Really liking seeing the spires and the gaps between them. That's very cool. Also on the agenda for today is doing laundry. I think I'm going to do that in Las Cruces, and then I'm going to wind up at Rockhound State Park in Deming for a couple of nights, and then go up north for a couple of nights to the City of Rockhound State Park. Oh good, museum. So let's see what we've got. Well, I just saw one RV already heading down there. So either they know for sure that it's open, or they don't. We're going to find out. Okay, well, I guess today is not the day. we get another nice view of those mountains. So there's that. All right, getting back on the road, heading for Las Cruces. I saw a sign that says wildlife crossing activity for the next 15 miles, but there's some kind of town unfolding not very far ahead of us. So, I don't know. It seems kind of unusual that there would be too much wildlife activity, but I could be wrong. I'm going to keep my eyes out regardless. And I want to figure out what this little town is. Huh. Johnson Space Center is off there to the right. But I imagine any museum they have would be close to Date Hill. So I'm not going to take that detour. Temperature's warming up. When I got up this morning, it was 35 degrees. And we're up to about 63 coming up on 10 o'clock in the morning. So I think when I stop, I'm going to change out of long fleecy pants into shorts. Still not sure what the name of this town is. I wonder if this is just like the outskirts of Las Cruces. Because I think I'm only about 7 or 8 miles away from there. Well, as we're turning right here, I saw a sign that said we're heading toward historic districts, which I don't really know anything about Las Cruces, so we'll see if we get to see any of that.
Continue for 1 mile.
Before we reach our destination, or maybe we'll check it out after. My plan is, I'm going to pull into the parking lot of the laundromat, take a quick shower, so I can get all of my clothes clean. Oh my goodness, there's a Sprouts grocery store. I'm definitely coming back and getting some real organic food. And maybe bacon. Because they have bacon that's nitrate, and sugar-free there, which I really like. Man, that'll be a total find. I saw a Walmart off to the right, and I'm thinking, alright, well at least I can get some eggs there. But, yeah, I should be able to score some stuff at Sprouts. Maybe get some berries too. Of course, it's going to mean backtracking, I think, but totally worth it. Fuel prices are a little higher here than they were in Alamogordo, but I think they've just been going up everywhere. Diesel at that speedway is $3.59, and in Alamogordo I paid $3.29, I think. But I don't need to fuel today. So I'll figure out if fuel is cheaper in Las Cruces or in Deming. And whichever one is cheaper, that's where I'll fuel up on Monday. This is a real city. I could probably even find a Costco here. But I don't think there's anything I actually need at Costco. The price of diesel seems to be going up. These two stations I just passed are $3.69. The Speedway was $3.59.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto South Espina Street.
So I'll definitely need to check the Gas Buddy app. Interesting license plate in front of us. Bath 88. I guess that's a vanity plate? Last time they had a Bath was in 1988. Name is Bath and they were born in 1988? What do you think? Put your thoughts in the comments below. Not that we'll ever know the answer, but it'd be interesting to see what you come up with.
In 800 feet, turn left onto South Espina Street.
I just turned the water heater on after I turned around at the White Sands Missile Range. So
Turn left onto South Espina Street.
not sure how hot it's going to be, but I'm pretty quick in the shower anyway, so it'll at least be warm, I'm sure.
Continue on South Espina Street for half a mile.
I guess I'm now touring the back streets of Las Cruces. This El Paso laundromat that I found has 4.8 stars with 62 reviews on Google. Read through some of them, they were all positive. The pictures all make it look super clean, so... Oh, and some people said that the prices are great too. Don't know what that means. Got no idea what it's going to cost me. Just hope I'm able to get change there, because I don't have any change. And then at some point, I want to find a truck wash, either today or Monday, because my rig is absolutely filthy. It was bad enough to begin with, but there was so much wind for a couple of the days.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Utah Avenue.
Halloman Lake, that they just got more dust and dirt blowing onto it, so it's in pretty much every crevice. Bug splats, all that stuff.
Turn right onto Utah Avenue.
Wow, this is interesting.
In a quarter mile, turn right.
So I'm pretty sure this is not the route the Garmin RV GPS would have taken me on, but I guess Google thinks it's the fastest route. And one of the advantages of having this small rig, which I still haven't given you a tour of, is that I can go pretty much anywhere. I'm really enjoying that aspect of it.
Turn right, then slight left.
Okay. Oh, right here. Perfect. Perfect. Black tie sushi. Some sizable store up there.
Head northwest.
Okay, we're here, Google. We're good. Alright, let's see how this works. It was super easy. My shower was hot enough. I parked up next to a light pole there, so I had some protection. The laundromat was very clean. Unfortunately, I ended up with $20 in quarters, which was way more than I needed, but that's okay. It all worked out well. Alright, here we are in downtown Deming, New Mexico. Heading for a museum before I
turn left on East Hemlock Street.
Kind of a cute little downtown. Angle in parking. this brick building coming up.
Arriving at Deming Luna Mimbres Museum on the right.
Cool. Okay, I hear sirens. Let's come over here.
Please drive to highlighted route.
We're going to park right about here. Well, I parked in front of the historic Customs House. This was the port of entry from 1848 to 1900. Unfortunately, they're closed. So the Customs House was one of the oldest structures in Luna County. Records indicate that as far back as 1848, it was the headquarters house for a working ranch. The structure was also the residence of Seaman Field. Mr. Field was the first bonded customs agent under both terms of President Grover Cleveland. He was also Deming's first mayor and later a judge. By 1901, customs collections were moved 30 miles closer to the border to the town of Columbus. The original structure was adobe and was added on to at least 4 times by 1900 to achieve its present configuration. The interior has been remodeled to look like a typical residence of the late 18th century and is well worth a visit, except that we can't go inside. Can we see inside? Not really. They've got curtains covering the windows. Yeah, I'm sorry you're closed too. That'd be kind of cool. All right, but this is what we came for. So let's go take a look at the museum. Museum entrance through the basement. So this was originally the armory. I guess we're gonna get some history and find out. Well, there's a walking tour in Deming, but I don't think I have time for that today. And masks are mandatory. Let's see if they'll give me one. Okay guys, I really didn't know what to expect when I walked into this museum, but it was an amazing collection that was very eclectic. I'm kind of running you through quick time here just to give you an idea. All kinds of Indian artifacts, pottery, baskets, all that kind of stuff. Geodes, which I thought were really interesting. Furniture, room settings from different periods of time. We've got the Isle of the Pews. Look at this, a chuck wagon. This is all like the cowboy era stuff in this particular room. This is 2 stories. It's huge. The collection is just really kind of surprising. It's like this is a bunkhouse, the way that cowboys would have lived. We got a collection of cowboy hats and saddles and on and on and on. And then we've got fossils. I mean, just amazing. When I recorded this originally, just recording as I walked through the museum, after I'd been through it once, mind you, here are the geodes, just trying to get it on video was 21 minutes long. A tremendous amount of stuff. This was in, as I said, in Fort Deming, sorry, not in Fort Deming, Deming, New Mexico, and some really, really cool and very eclectic little old shop fronts. There's the lawyer's office. So really worth a stop if you're in the area. And one of the ways that I choose museums to go to is I belong to a museum that is also a member of NARM, N-A-R-M, North American Reciprocal Museums Organization. And so there's something like, I think about 1,500 museums all over North America that I can go to for free because I became a member of the Great Plains Museum. It cost me $60 a year to be a member there, but as I said, you know, like 1,500 museums all over the country that I can go to for free. So I found some really cool stuff like this one. I mean, we've got, look, cars and fire engines and, you know, fire hoses and all that stuff on display. I can't even begin to tell you all the stuff that was there. So we're going to go ahead and cut this off right here for the museum portion and get on down the road. Okay, so we're just leaving the museum, but as I look down the street...
Turn right on East Maple Street, then take the first right.
Sorry, I'm going to make it mad. As I look down the street here, I see all this fall color right down the middle of the street and what looks like an interesting building down at the end. So we're going to just take a little drive here through downtown Deming.
Turn right on East Elm Street, then take the first right.
Sorry, we'll be done with that part in a minute because we've only got another block or so to go, I think. But isn't this pretty? Look at the beautiful fall colors.
Turn right on East Birch Street, then take the first left.
I want to see what this is straight ahead of us. I wonder why the guy's walking down the middle of the road, basically. There is a sidewalk.
Turn right on East Ash Street, then take the first left.
I guess it's a school. Oh, it's Luna County Courthouse. Cool. Super cool. Alright, so now we're going to do what GPS wants us to do. As soon as I let this truck go by.
Turn left at the traffic light.
Yeah, I don't know what Pancho Villa State Park is. I didn't look at that one. But we're heading for Rockhound. District Courthouse over on the left. It's a nice looking building. I guess that was the end of Deming. Well, they're a bit obscured now, but there are three kind of interesting peaks straight up ahead, sort of where the Dollar General sign is. But I think we're about to be turning away from it completely. But this configuration of mountains
Continue on New Mexico 141.
off to the right are pretty cool looking with their jagged rocks sticking out. And of course I have high hopes for this park since it's called Rockhound. So we'll see how that goes. We've got about 8 or 10 miles left to go. Take a look at the rocks jutting up from the formation right in front of us. And then look at this as we make the turn. Pretty cool. Oh, wow.
In 2.5 miles, arrive at Rockhound State Park.
Hey, 2.5 miles, we're almost there. Well, this is looking pretty spectacular. Like those rock formations.
In 1/4 mile, arrive at Rockhound State Park.
Well, I think we're actually here right now. Oh. Okay, I don't have to pay there. I've already paid. Welcome. Enjoy your stay. Cool park building. Oh, we got a visitor center. Alright, well let's check that out. I think they're getting ready to close. Looks like. But let's see what we can find out real quick. Alright, let's go take a look at our site. I actually wound up with a handicap site because that's all that was available. And the people that are volunteering here at the park were quite nice. And it's actually legal to collect rocks, so I'm pretty excited about that. Apparently I might be able to find geodes. Woohoo! Ah, here we go. We're heading in the right direction. Cool. I love just being able to back right in. Let's do a quick 360 here. This place is pretty spectacular. And I'm about to go on a hike to see if I can find a geode. Or anything that'd be super cool like that. Alright. Hey, thanks for hanging out with me. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and always remember to sally forth, live your best life, go out and adventure in whatever way works for you.